3, 2, 1, action.
Right, in this video file I'm going to talk about what I've learned about using the different new media files or programs such as Photoshop, InDesign and Illustrator. Using Photoshop, InDesign and Illustrator I've been able to create my magazine. Here it is, front cover, contents page and double page spread. I've used Photoshop to create the front cover and the contents page, and used InDesign to create a double page spread. When I started off using Photoshop, I had minimal experience in Photoshop, but as I progressed, I learned using various tools such as clone stand, using different colour effects techniques that I could create various effects and refine my images even further. So, for example, in this picture of Chris, I managed to brighten up his face and hair using the colour effect to brighten everything up, as before he looked quite dark, and using the grayscale to apply to these two. Some pictures of an amp that I've used in the music block, and also the colour step tool to refine any imperfections, such as, for example, here is my friend Darren, and I used the colour step tool to get rid of most of his blemishes. And I also applied to that to come up with the final piece of that, so I could use that in the background. I decided to also use Illustrator, as I had access to it at home and had a bit of experience with it. And with that I managed to create some good graphics as soon as this loads up. Using those made from fonts downloaded from defonts.com, and I also managed to make in here these little tabs coming up, and used these stock dot patterns to then move over into InDesign and give my magazine a bit more substance to it. I feel throughout the year I've been able to improve my techniques, and along with teacher helping us, I've been able to achieve a really good effect and make a really good magazine.
So Ben, if you want to tell me a bit about how you've used new media technologies in terms of internet and taking pictures, what kinds of cameras have you used and how did you go about taking the pictures, etc.?
I use my own small digital SLR camera, it's only a small compact, but then I have a friend who has a proper big professional camera with interchangeable lenses, which I asked if I could borrow for some of the bigger pictures.
How well do you think that used as a new? How well do you think you use that as a new media technology?
I think I used it quite well, although I could have possibly set up some of the shots a bit more and possibly gone a bit more adventurous with them.
How do you think your skills have developed from taking the photos and then using Photoshop, InDesign and Illustrator?
I think they've developed as before. I would just play about with the colour like that because that's one of the most basic photo editing programs. But as I've learned more and more about Photoshop and InDesign and all those Adobe programs, I've been able to get more effects, such as this gradient effect and pulling the shine on this man's headphones, making it look more professional than it did before.
So what did you do in order to try and improve on these programs? Did you have to spend a lot of your own time working on them? In
school we had the hour-long lessons, and then I'd come in and sort of experiment with the tools in my own time. And I did that for a couple of weeks, thinking about with these photos and trying to get to grip with it, because I didn't like it before, didn't like many of the programs before, because I'd gotten used to other programs that I'd been used to at home. So I was trying to familiarise myself, but once I'd done that, I was able to work with these well to create good images.